So Eric, how's your health? You've had a setback in the last few years.
I woke up one morning and about 6 o'clock, and I went, my body doesn't feel right. Apparently my aorta, right at the valve, at the ventricle where it goes into the aorta, it failed.
It burst, didn't it?
Well, it started to burst. It's ballooned out, it was ready to burst. And when it burst, it's pretty quick. So they thought it was a heart attack, and they immediately gave me nitroglycerin, which was the absolute wrong thing. Yeah, because my thing is going boom, it's not a heart attack. I was not having a heart attack.
Could they have known though?
No, they couldn't have. Not with what they knew. So they just went with what they think it is, and they didn't know. But they also gave me morphine, and that drops your blood pressure, so that was good. They're gonna take me to another hospital which deals with the heart stuff over at Sequoia. And she goes, I'm your cardiologist, I'm gonna be checking you out. I went, yeah. So they did all the stuff that they do, the angiogram and stuff.
What they couldn't do at Seton.
Which they don't have at Seton. And so she did it, and she said, well, your heart is like that of a 20-year-old. Your heart is perfectly good. You have no cholesterol. You're not having a heart event. And I went, I'm dying. I can tell. She goes, well, we'll keep testing. Finally, they did a CAT scan, and they went, oh my God.
Is that what it took?
Yeah, his aorta is ready to burst. Oh, we got to get him in right now.
No.
And they barely saved me. And it's taken me years to recover. And in fact, about a month and a half after the second operation, we decided to go to Hawaii.
Month and a half after the second one.
And we didn't know if I could. I asked the surgeon, I said, can I go to Hawaii and swim and stuff like that? And he goes, if you can, you can.
If you can, go.
Yeah, and his exact words, if you can, you can. And I went, that means yes.
Yeah, you have the will.
And it's right back to willpower again. And I walk in the water and I'm afraid. This water's got waves 1 inch high.
Do you want to go in?
The water is 78 degrees.
All of a sudden you're out of your zone.
Well, suddenly I went, can I swim? I didn't know if I could swim again. I finally swam about 10 yards. And I went, okay, I can do it. And I was exhausted. By the end, I could swim underwater about 30 feet. And I could swim on top of the water doing freestyle or breaststroke about 100 yards.
So you did get stronger.
In 10 days. But I didn't know what I would be able to do with kayaking. And so it took
for a
me,
while, it seemed like it was over. We weren't sure.
I
We were
didn't
worried
know.
about you.
I didn't know whether I could either. And it took me months, and finally I went out with some friends right here at your shop, California Canoe and Kayak. I went out with some friends, and I said, I need to be babysat. I said, I can't believe I went from the mighty Tsunami Ranger to I need to be babysat in the harbor. And so it took me a long time, but eventually I was able to start kayaking again, and I've slowly regained myself. I don't have the endurance that I used to have, and I cannot do anything that's a burst of strength.
So here's the thing, all the years that I've known you, and we go back over 20 years.
Yeah, a long time.
When we were both kind of getting into it. And I was always intimidated by the idea of the Tsunami Rangers. I'm not sure why. I think the idea of being examined by anybody or your peers, and could I do it? And also, I have to be honest, there was kind of a competitive thing to it, because we've come from different perspectives on the sport. I'm a professional guide, and I never really participated in the team aspect of kayaking, and I've regretted that. And so I'm wondering if I have another chance.
Well, Kenny, let me say a couple of things. One is that we greatly admire you as a paddler, and we always have. I have from day one. You can paddle in all conditions. You can paddle in anything, and I've seen you do it. And I've seen you win our race, 3 or 4 times? 3 at least.
Twice in a double with 2 different partners,
Okay.
1 solo.
All right, so 3 times you won the race. So to me, my respect for you goes out. And it doesn't really matter whether a person is a Tsunami Ranger or not. It's the Tsunami Ranger spirit that is most important to us. We have Tsunami Ranger affiliates, that is, people who are sort of honorary Tsunami Rangers.
Always had that competitive viewpoint about it, and I'm coming around. and I just want to get out there on the water with you.
Well, we'll go out and do it.
Because it's not all about gnarly stuff and racing for me. The camaraderie that you guys have, I want some of that.
Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Keep your heart healthy.
We've kind of been paddling in our own universes. We're connected to the ocean paddling environment, but I paddle in my own universe offshore, and Eric has his kind of near shore rock garden environment. And Eric, you're going to give me a little tutorial out there today.
We're going to have some fun, Kenny, and you're going to do great because you're already a waterman, and that's the most important thing. A person who loves the ocean and who understands how it works can grok it just like that.
I'm good.
Keep shooting. I'm with you. Way to go, Kenny.
Eric, that was the best day of paddling since the last time I was out in the ocean rock garden.
That was great.
I'm so stoked.
Well, I just want to say, as of right now, Kenny, you're an official, honorary Tsunami Ranger.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious.
Wow. I always wanted that.